Welcome back. Moving forward in this brief lesson, just about one or two slides, I'd like to talk about the four styles of leaders. And once again, leadership is important in the organizational design process. So here are the four styles of leadership, but four quadrants: Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So starting with the quadrant 1, which is Dominator, then we have the Avoider going down, and then to your right is quadrant 3, which is the Accommodator style of leadership, and then quadrant 4 is Collaborator. Now each quadrant contains different sets of qualities, leadership qualities for that particular person. So just kind of go through all of these. I'm going to briefly discuss them into this slide. I'm going to end this lesson, but I'm going to leave the slide up here so you can navigate and just kind of identify some of these core styles of leadership or the traits of leadership. Among several definitions of what a leader is, what leadership styles are, it's really pretty straightforward. A leader always influences others, and that's the bottom line, at least in my experience. So if you're a leader, you're always influencing, motivating others so that they can prove to be not only provide meaningful results, but also show their performance. And the idea is that the person should willingly expend efforts towards the accomplishment of a goal or objective. So, based on these leadership styles and traits that you see, there are individuals that can cross certain quadrants. In other words, you may have certain qualities in quadrant 1 versus and in quadrant 3, for example. So you need to combine these dimensions such as dominate, avoid, accommodate, and collaborate. By combining these dimensions, they came up with the leadership, the four styles of leadership. So quickly, the dominator in quadrant 1 are people who lead through command and control. They simply tell others what to do and expect them to do it. Avoiders are low on both dimensions of concern for results and relationships. So these avoiders, they preserve the status quo, keep a low profile, and stay out of trouble. Accommodators, they treat people with warmth and friendship, believing that building positive relationships is the best way to motivate people and keep productivity high. They're generally easygoing and overlook mistakes. They have a difficult time setting up structure and accountability, preferring to let people figure out things for themselves. And lastly, the collaborators are basically individuals who are high on both concern for results and relationships. They have high expectations, they set high goals, and yet also seek to involve other people in the decision-making process and problem-solving process rather than going it alone. These leaders recognize their own authority and don't let pleasing others override their own opinions. So just a brief words on the four types of leadership styles. What I would like you to do is just go through these, identify either yourself or other leaders in the organization, and just kind of see what quality traits they have or what style of leadership they have, and post your findings in the discussion area. Reach out to me. We can discuss this further. I'll be glad to assist. For example, you can think of examples like who falls in quadrant 3, what kind of person falls in quadrant 1, and just kind of identify and work with it. I hope this helped. Just a brief exercise on what style of leaderships are and how you can identify those. With this, let's move to the next lesson.